Wow, a great man is hard on himself. A great man is hard on himself. A small man is hard on others. Confucius. Man, welcome to Manspective. I'm Anthony Furby. Man, I got the game with the man with the West Coast name on the East Coast upstairs, LA. What's going on, sir?
What's up? What's up, LA Hill?
And down the bottom, the gospel geek himself. Come on, talk back to me, sir. Who
Man,
are
listen,
you?
Jason Scott. I started on the bottom, but now I'm here. I'll be all right.
That's good, Jason. That's good. That's good. Well, man, I tell you, it's iron sharpening iron on behalf of our pastor and our men's fellowship, LA, the leadership here, man. We want to thank you for taking a part of your pregame to hang out with us just for a little bit, man. It's about covering, it's about caring, it's about connecting, it's about sports, it's about
Absolutely.
spirituality, it's
Yes,
about
yes.
sustainability. You know, I don't know whether or not you want to talk about it or not, fellas, but the emergence of HBCUs, man, prime time has come to college. Talk back to me, man. What's going on? What's going on?
It's a fantastic thing. It's a great trend. I mean, everything comes in cycles, right?
That's
Once
good.
upon a time, HBCUs were the only place we saw black athletes going. Okay. Matter of fact, Bobby D just got inducted to the Hall of Fame. Bobby Dandridge from Milwaukee Bucks 1972 championship.
Yes, sir.
Norfolk State University graduate.
Yes, sir. Behold the green and gold.
Behold the green and gold. Just got inducted to the Hall of Fame. And once upon a time, it was unthinkable that you didn't go to a black college. Unthinkable. So now the cycle's coming back, and it's about time because these brothers and sisters need the nurturing that HBCUs provide. And
Well,
only
Jackson State.
HBCUs provide.
Jackson State is definitely benefiting. And you know the thing I like about Dion, in my opinion, I mean, I know he's not doing it for the money, his passion for the game. The only thing about not playing for the money is that, man, you ain't gonna muzzle his mouth. He
Oh,
gonna
no.
say what
Oh, no.
he wanna say. And I don't know if that's gonna be good or bad, but it is gonna be the truth. Man,
No.
Eddie George.
That's right.
He's here. Where's he at? Eddie George.
He's at
Tennessee
Tennessee.
State. Yeah, in Nashville.
Right.
How you
Absolutely.
feel about him? That's good. That's a good catch.
Yeah, I think anytime we get some notoriety on the football field or our basketball teams, it's a good look, and
Yeah.
you get more 5-star athletes are willing to go play for somebody that been in the professional sports and can tell them how to get there.
That's a good
And
point.
we need to get our blue chip players back to HBCU. I've been saying this for a minute. Like, if we get our all-star athletes to come to HBCUs, of course, the notoriety gonna come and they're gonna get exposure on ESPN like we see now. There's more games on ESPN. Right now, we got NFL combines for HBCUs.
That's right.
So more financing is coming, which can help the sports programs and the school. And now
you got
I
to out
see,
recruiting them.
yeah, absolutely.
And Eddie George will start out recruiting folks come the next recruiting season. He
Now,
does
is,
right
Doug,
every time.
is Doug Williams still at Grambling? I mean, I know he was there. I think he was like one of the first ones
Right.
to make his way back
Well,
into a HBCU. Is he still at Grambling?
I don't think so, Pastor Fur. He may
Yeah.
be, but I'm not sure about that. But I
I
mean,
think he's going. I think he left, and came back. But I don't think he's there now. But
I think
Doug
also-
is a good example. Speaking of Doug, you know, he was MVP when the Redskins won the Super Bowl. Remember that?
yeah, sure.
Absolutely.
Well, Anthony Jones played with him on the Redskins Super Bowl team. He's the coach of Elizabeth City State University right now. Anthony
Wow.
Jones.
I think it speaks to also, these former players need more coaching opportunities, and they're not getting them at D1 schools. Okay, so turn back to our roots. Go get the coaching jobs where they actually desire and want you. I think it's a fantastic thing, and I think also LAU alluded to this. We do have some blue chippers who are deciding to go to HBCUs. I mean, Maker decided to go to Howard University last year. Unfortunately,
Yep.
got hurt.
Right.
He's a player for the draft, but he's going to be a top draft pick.
Yep.
And we need more of that happening because the HBCUs certainly can use the awareness that these athletes bring, and the athletes can use the covering that the HBCUs provide.
Man,
Absolutely.
talking about covering, man, that NIL ruling. I mean, you talking about these guys that's coming into the game now, and with this new ruling, talk to me, LA. What you feel about that, man?
I think it's phenomenal. I think it's been past due, especially when we played with college players on NCAA football and
Right.
basketball, and they wasn't getting any money then. And then what I was thinking about was the 5-5. Like when they was with Michigan,
Wow.
Yes.
how much money they generated being at Michigan. Like they doubled the school resources the first as a freshman year. Then they got like a Nike contract because of them.
That's right.
170 mil. And then everybody was buying baggy shorts and black socks. You know what I'm saying? So they made a lot of money for these sports programs, and athletes in general do. And it's high time that they got some benefit. I know everybody's saying that they get a free education or a scholarship. That's fine, but that money compares to the billions that they making off these athletes' back. So I'm happy to see these young men start to benefit from their likeness and name and make some money for themselves without having to go through the back channels and then possibly violate NCAA rules. Now they can get their money up front.
Right. And then be ostracized for the rest of their lives, no matter what their talent was on the field.
Right.
If they made a bad choice or they made a choice based on the circumstances that they and their family were in, then guess what? We're taking away your Heisman trophies. You're never going to be able to get invited back to NCAA events. Well, it's foolishness. Okay?
Absolutely.
And we all owe, got to give them their props to the O'Bannon brothers who started out with this lawsuit. Charlie and Ed, appreciate y'all. So long ago.
Right.
Absolutely.
Because that was the start of it, and they were determined to see it through, and they had their perspective, and they had a perspective most of us don't have, and that's one of being a Division I athlete at a big name school, big name program.
Well, man, go ahead, LA.
Now, was that UCLA?
That was UCLA.
Yeah,
and it's amazing you bring up Michigan because Michigan was nowhere prior to the Fab Five, and all those Michigan boys decide, you know what, let's stay right here and play ball.
Well, man, that's funny. When I heard you say UCLA, I thought you were saying, did you see LA? Come on, man. Talk back to me. The Ravens and the Raiders, man. What about this week, man? The bad, the ugly, the good. Let's start, man, with that LA and that Baltimore game. Wow, what a game. Talk to me, LA. Talk to me.
Man, I finally know how Cowboys fans feel.
That's good. That's good.
Just losing a heartbreaking loss like that was tough for me last night. I'm still trying to use my coping skills and manage. But honestly, I was shocked at the way that our subs filled in for our starters that was out. The only real issue I saw with last night was our O-line. Like Billy Weber from Pittsburgh, I think they planted him there so Lamar can keep getting hit. Because he was Olay the whole time on that pass rush. He was killing us on that side. And then, Lamar got a hold on the ball. I mean, he has to eat that. Like, I can't absolve him of not holding on to the ball. But it was a great game, though. I've never seen us lose twice like that. But, we lost twice last night.
Yeah, man. I felt for you. I mean, because I like your quarterback. And Baltimore is close to Virginia, so you got to have some type of appreciation for them. But when you said UCLA, man, I had to remind you that I saw LA and I saw what they did to the Baltimore Ravens. Now I heard you throw some shade about my Cowboys, but you know what? The Cowboys' loss was the best win. The Cowboys' loss was the best win. Now, first of all, I mean, your boy throws for over 400 some odd yards. Now he does throw almost 60 times. He ain't gonna be able to do that all season.
To the Jerry Jones School of PR over the summer.
He ain't gonna be able to do that the whole season. And then your boy Zeke ain't getting up 11 touches. I mean, they got to better balance the game. field goal kicker missed, field goals. I mean, they got to do better. But you know what? I would rather, like LA did to Baltimore, lose now, be humbled, and not get a big head going into the season thinking that can't nobody whip you. I take the loss, y'all. I'm still a Cowboys.
The best thing we can say about Dallas is welcome back, Dak. And I'm glad he looked good coming off such a huge injury.
Yeah, he looked very good.
Sharp. He looked healthy. He didn't look like he was overly concerned. He didn't look like he was favoring the injury, any of that stuff.
When we're talking about spirituality, I didn't mean to cut you off, Jason. We're talking about spirituality, man. I mean, you can't come back. And I speak that to a brother today. I mean, I don't care what you have been in, what you have gone through, man. You can come back. Matter of fact, your setback is a setup. Oh, talk back to me, y'all.
Oh, yeah,
I mean, you're coming back stronger. You're coming back stronger, and you just got to hang in there, man. You got to stay covered. You got to stay careful. You got to stay connected, man. And you know what? It don't matter how tall you are. Come on, talk back to me, Murray. And the Cardinals, great God, did they look good or what, y'all? The Cardinals. Come on, talk back to me.
That was a great surprise. No, absolutely. I wasn't expecting that. I wasn't expecting them to come out, look that sharp, and be that dominant, and keep Tennessee reeling the entire game. Tennessee could never find any footing anywhere, really. They put some points on the board, but come on.
Where was Julio? Where was Julio? Where was Julio? Where was Julio?
And then the coach had to come out and talk about Julio afterwards. I'm like, hey, you might need that dude a little bit later on. You might not want to talk about him just yet.
That wasn't smart.
That was an opportunity.
That wasn't smart, though. That wasn't smart. Y'all, come on. Keep it real 100. Aaron was absent.
That was
but Winston was present. Come on, talk back to the man. Yeah, come on. Did y'all see that happen?
I want to take y'all's memory back to my comment. Like, I am really tempted to take New Orleans over Green Bay. I said it, and it was the spirit trying to tell me right then and there. Aaron Rodgers ain't pressed just yet. He ain't.
Wow.
But I'm not too concerned about Green Bay. Green Bay is going to turn it around. They need this smack in the face, that quick knock in the chin to set them on the right path. They'll be all right.
Man, come on. Don't you get excited looking at that Cypher field in LA. And man, come on. Stafford hadn't done nothing in Detroit. Man, he had major numbers Sunday, man. Welcome to LA, the other part of LA.
Yeah, he was slinging that rock. And like I was saying earlier, I said the Rams going to be a sleeper because with Stafford back there and their defense, they're going to cause a lot of people problems this year.
Man, you know who I fell in love with? Didn't know much about him? Justin Fields for the Bears. I know they lost, but he looked good, man. He really looked nice.
Yeah, how was it?
Fields quite a bit.
Huh?
And they've been touting Justin Fields quite a bit. I mean, they expect him to be quite a quarterback moving forward. They're just trying to, initiate him into the whole program, not throw him in the fire.
LA, can you do me a favor? Can you email Washington and tell them go with Heineken, go with the boy from ODU, go with Heineken. I mean they lost. They should have won. Heineken, I think, is their man for Washington.
Oh yeah,
I know you can't be a Cowboy and like Washington, but I like Heineken, man. What's your take?
I mean, yeah, he's starting. With anything, when you have a lot of film on somebody, you're gonna come out in the game and then throw the ball around and make it seem like you know what you're doing, but defenses catch up to you quick in the NFL. So once they get more film on, it's going to be harder for him just to come out there with that high energy. He would have to really play some football. And what was ugly to me was also Washington defense. Like, I was like, what in the world? Like, I picked y'all to win a division because of your defense, and it was non-existent.
Yeah, a lot of holes in it.
It was a bad day for the defense.
And Heineke is going to be that QB for about the next 5 to 8 weeks because Fitzpatrick is officially on the IR.
Mm-hmm. Well, the first sign for me was that, wasn't he in Miami? I mean, the Dolphins had enough sense, to get rid of him, and then Washington gonna make him the starter. But I'm telling you, I like Heineken. I've always liked Heineken. I don't know if that's a good beer or not, but I like Heineken.
We shall see. I agree with LA. They're going to have time to game plan for him a little bit in week 2 and 3. So it's going to make all the difference in the world.
Man, were you surprised with that Browns and Kansas City game?
I told you Kansas City was going to be a tough one. And I bet on Kansas City. I bet on Cleveland um, because they have an all-around team. But like I said, I don't like Baker Mayfield, and he the one that let me down.
Right.
Every time he gets in the spot to win the game or continue to drive on a big play, he throws an interception or a turnover. And that's his only knock right now. I mean, he's a great game manager. He didn't throw any touchdowns, but he kept moving the ball up and down the field.
Right.
But you can't give Pat Mahomes another chance to score. I mean, it's a wrap after that.
Well, you know what? That was the same way in the Dallas game with the Bucks. I mean, they scored, but it was a minute and 25 seconds left. I mean, I'm serious. I wasn't even shouting because you know what? That Brady boy had the ball back in his hand. Your boy for Cleveland can't do that.
No,
he can't close. He can't
Plus,
close.
we have to remember, Pastor Ferb, that the personality of KC is that they are a comeback squad.
Yeah, when they
put it on you in a blink of an eye. They have put up 17, 20 points. When it looks like they were on their backs. So that is that team's personality. They did
you know what?
Times last year.
Woo, I feel this in the spirit, man. That's the underlying theme of today's discussion. Comeback. Right. I'm telling you, comeback, man. I speak to somebody today, and I decree and declare, man, your comeback has already been activated. Man, just like Kansas City has shown us that no matter how far you get behind, you still can come back. And I speak to someone today, man. I tell you, there is newness in your situation today. And, man, it is so new that just like 1 week is gone, man, we already at the second week already. Man, I mean, I'm telling you, that's how quick stuff can go, man. It's gone. It's gone. Get over it, man.
No rearview mirror. Not here.
You got to do it, man. Man, what you got, man? Giants in Washington, the Eagles and the 49ers. Man, what you got?
So we in week 2, we still talking about week 1.
We in week 2, man. We gone, man.
Oh, we are gone. All right.
Gone, man.
All right. That's what we do. We ain't have a winning record in week 1. All right, week 2 it is. Week 2 it is. All right. Well, you know what? It's the story of not looking in the rear view, but the records do say that they were both 0-1. But now somebody gonna win, Pastor Ferb. Somebody getting their comeback. Somebody is stepping out with a W. And I haven't the slightest idea who it is because they both look inconsistent as all get out. The Giants, we didn't have a whole bunch of expectations for the Giants, quite honest. I didn't personally.
Right.
Washington, LA had me pretty convinced. No, not LA. Pastor Ferb, you had me pretty convinced they were going to be a little bit stronger.
I still believe in
defense. And I was like, okay, let me go look at that.
What's that boy on the end, number 99? I mean, he's still scored for Washington. Yeah. I mean, I'm telling you, I'm just keeping it real. I think Washington has potential. They didn't show a lot this past week, but I think they're going to be better against the Giants because I don't see Jones withstanding the defense that we are talking about Washington having. Man, what about the Eagles and the 49ers? What's your take?
I got to go with the Eagles.
Ooh, I'm going with the 49ers.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. And I picked the Eagles in week 1, but I'm picking the 49ers to go ahead and take that in week 2, though.
I'm going with the Eagles. I'm sorry, man. I'm going with the Eagles. This whole side of my face is hurting, but I'm going with the Eagles, man. What about the Broncos and the Jaguars?
Broncos were a nice surprise. Teddy Bridgewater, big ups.
Yeah.
Man, he stepped in,
good.
reminded everybody that, maybe he should have been the next quarterback in New Orleans. Perhaps he should have been. And
he really looked good, Jason. He really looked good.
Sharp. Yeah, he was slinging that thing.
He really looked good. Well, man, the Raiders going down to the Steel Town. The Raiders and the Steelers. Who you got?
Man,
I'm going Pittsburgh.
I'm going with Pittsburgh. I'm going with Pittsburgh too, man. I think the Raiders just was happy because they were in Vegas and a new stadium, and the people was there. I think it's going to be totally different on the road in that great city. Pittsburgh is always great.
I will say for the culture that if Las Vegas keeps having Ice Cube and Too Short do the opening for the shows, I mean, they may slide me in as a pseudo fan just for the culture.
Jason, you are too funny, man. You are too funny. Who you got? Who you got? LA Raiders or the Steelers? I I know who you didn't have last week. So who you got, LA? Raiders or the Steelers?
And I'm going with the Raiders. I'm going with the Raiders because the Steelers didn't really play that well to me when I was watching that game. Like the Buffalo Bills played better than them, but you know what I'm saying? The Steelers just was able to pull out the victory. But I don't think the Steelers are as good as we think they are.
Yeah, that's. I hate to be flopping back and forth, but I told you them Edmund boys. You had middle linebacker for Buffalo, and you had a middle linebacker and D-back for Pittsburgh. Them Edmund boys went up against each other. First game of the season, man. I'm telling you, Pittsburgh didn't look that good to me. They really didn't. They really didn't. But they better come with their A game. I think they're gonna take out the Raiders. What about the Texans and the Browns?
Wow. Speaking of the Texans, Tyrod Taylor, another vet who stepped in and got the job done.
Yeah.
We didn't know who was going to be the quarterback. That was part of our discussion. And here the Tyrod Taylor steps in. I hadn't even heard his name the last couple seasons.
I know it.
And then boom, gets him a W. Fantastic. Good for him.
But Jason, he been good on Madden though. I knew his time is coming.
Wow.
His time is coming. He been good on Madden, man.
He's a sleeper.
Sleeper. he been good. He been good on Madden. I think the Texans are gonna take the Browns. I really do. What you got, LA?
I think it's gonna be a tough one. But if Odell plays, I think the Browns are gonna win.
That's right. He didn't play this past week, did he?
No, he did not.
Nah. Yeah. So that's gonna open up the field a lot, and if they can keep throwing the ball, and then if he just can keep the turnovers down, they'll be good.
Wow.
So I think the Browns are going to take it, and I think whenever Odell comes back, his first game he's going to be more of a distraction than a help. Then he'll settle in.
Wow.
But he got to make himself. Everybody know he's on the field, so he'll be a distraction initially.
Saints and the Panthers. Who you got? We just talk about Winston. Who you got? Yeah. Saints and the Panthers.
Saints all the way.
Oh, yeah, Saints.
No doubt. They should walk over the top of who the Panthers. Yeah.
Patriots and the Jets. Uniforms look good this past week. Jets uniforms look nice. Who you got, Patriots or the Jets?
Man, that's a tough one. I'm gonna go with the Patriots because Mac Jones looked good, and Wilson didn't look that good with the Jets. So I'm gonna go with the Panthers. Go with the Patriots. I'm sorry.
Mac Jones will make corrections. Patriots.
Bills and the Dolphins. The Dolphins won Sunday, y'all.
Against the Patriots.
Yeah.
That was nobody saw that one coming either.
No. But I like their quarterback. Roll Tide.
Okay. All right. That's a tough one too.
Well, while you thinking about that, the Bengals and the Bears. I just talked about that boy Fields. Bengals and the Bears. I'm going with the Bears. I'm telling you. I'm going with the Bears, and you know what? I'm even going with. No, I can't go with the Dolphins or the Bills. I think the Bills gonna be back on the A game.
So I'm gonna take the Bills, Pastor Ferb, and then I'm gonna take Cincinnati for week 2 also.
Yeah, I got the Bills in Cincinnati too. I like the way Joe Burrow was playing last Sunday. He looked good out there.
He did.
Falcons and the Buccaneers. All right.
Did the Falcons play week 1? Did the Falcons play week 1? Did they show up at any stadium and actually play a football game?
I don't know, man. I ain't heard that much.
I don't recall them playing.
I know somebody that was at the game said he was leaving early. He left from Virginia and went down there.
And he left early.
Yeah.
Wow.
I ain't calling no names though.
Yeah, man. I think we're all taking the Bucks on that one. I don't want to speak for everybody, but I'm definitely taking the Bucks.
Titans and the Seahawks.
Oof, Seahawks.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I think Titans about to go 0-2. Unfortunately for them. Yeah,
I'm going with the Titans.
Okay.
I'm going with the Titans.
We're going to remember the Titans, and we will see.
Well, why you remember? That's good. Cowboys and the Chargers, and they in L.A. Cowboys and the Chargers.
Uh-huh. So this is when we're going to find out how good these Dallas fans are at spinning. Now, I know y'all take spin classes every summer to get prepared for the season because I'm already feeling the effects of that. But I would say it's going to be a little harder in week 2 when y'all looking at a donut. Once again, I'm going against Dallas one more time.
Well, man, I'm looking at the donut through the cheese playing the Ravens. Come on, LA, talk back to me. Come back to me. Come on, talk about the Cowboys and then talk about the Ravens because they got the cheese. I'm looking through the donut.
So I'm gonna go with the Chargers over Cowboys because clearly y'all still struggling. But but I'm gonna be at this game Sunday. Me and Q going to this game.
Wow.
And my heart wants the Ravens to win, but I think we don't have enough. Our DBs are out, and it's just tough for us to win like that. But so I'm gonna have to go with the Chiefs.
Well, man, I hope you don't leave early to beat the traffic. The Lions and the Packers. The Lions and the Packers. Who you got?
Oh yeah, that's going Green Bay's way. That they had their tune-up game. Now basically they have another tune-up game against NFL practice squad and the Detroit Lions, and they'll get their first W. Yeah, that's what Detroit is for. So everybody can beat them up, practice a little bit. That's what they're there for.
What you got, LA? Who you got?
I don't think Aaron will have two bad back-to-back games. I think he was out most of the offseason and trying to figure that thing out with him coming back and all the changes they had in the front office and him and that conflict between them two. I think they're going to squash that and just move forward, and he's going to have a good game.
Well, you know what? Talking about a good game, man, I'm talking about good 31 years. And, we have been celebrating, man, Bishop and Elder and the family. We culminated it today. And, man, we say happy anniversary, 31 years, man, to the real GOAT, Bishop Kenneth Brown, his lovely boo, Elder Valerie K. Brown, Dr. Kimberly. Come on, talk back to me. Dr. Keisha, LJ, and the grandkids, man, happy anniversary on behalf of Manspective. I'm telling you, you can make a difference today. And it starts with you understanding that the power of your choice births consequences for your future. What you do today going to have an impact for tomorrow. And we know that you can make it happen. I know the valley ends at the mount, but, man, church is supposed to change lives. And, man, we just stopped past the guy with the West Coast name from the East and the Gospel Geek and me, Pastor Vert. Man, we just stopped by to let you guys know, man, you can make it. And you can make it by choosing the right team. Man, you need to choose the Cowboys, but just in case, man, you go with who you want. LA, talk back to me. You got about 30 seconds. Then talk to me, Jason. We're going to get on out of here. Again, happy birthday, Bishop and Elder. Happy anniversary.
Sir. Happy anniversary, Bishop and Elder. And I think we're going to have some phenomenal weekend. I can't wait to enjoy. And I'm glad to see that we're going to have a good football season this year. So we're going to have some fun this year.
Absolutely. I think we should be on the lookout for anybody wearing a jersey with number 31. I think they're going to have intense performances across the league just in celebration of Bishop and Elder's 31st anniversary. So y'all be on the lookout for it. And I appreciate Bishop and Elder for giving me an opportunity to wear my suit and tie. Because I'm telling you, I'm going to look bondish up in that joint come Saturday evening.
Jason, you know what? You said the jersey. Man, I see the Cowboys scoring 31 points. And I had given it to them on behalf of Bishop. Man, I tell you, I don't know what's going to happen, but I want you to know, Manspective says iron is sharpening iron. And, man, we believe that your best days are in front of you. Again, man, on behalf of our pastor, on behalf of the men's ministry, all of you all who are sharing today, man, woman, boy, girl, man, we want you to know, church is supposed to change lives. Man, we'll see you next time. Stick with that team. And if you got any Holy Ghost, go with the Cowboys. We'll see you next time, y'all. Peace and power. Bye-bye.